Hi, it's Elise here at Bowman Library in our children's room with a whole new middle grade book spotlight. So our theme for this week is one of my favorite themes. I love when we do this week because it is new books. I mean, like, who doesn't love a new book? Like when you're the first person to read it, has that like new book smell. Oh, new books are just amazing. So we have 6 titles here that are new to us here at Bowman. So let's get started. Our first one is 96 Miles. So brothers John and Stu find themselves left by themselves in their Nevada home when one of the worst blackouts in history occurs. Well, their family has been preparing for this and they have plenty of supplies. That soon becomes not an option when they are held at gunpoint and everything they have is stolen, leaving them with nothing. Realizing that the only option is to go to another ranch, they set off on foot on a 96-mile journey across the Nevada desert. On their way, they meet another set of brothers, and the 4 of them soon find themselves having to use every single survival skill that they know in order to survive this harrowing journey. This book is packed with adventure, action, and survival. You will find yourself wondering, what would you do if you were to find yourself in a situation like this? You will not want to put this one down. If you love books like Hatchet, you will love 96 Miles. Our next one is One Last Shot by John David Anderson. And I have to say before we get into what this book is about, I love John David Anderson. If you love realistic books that will catch you in your emotions, maybe even get you choked up a little bit, his books will do that to you. So One Last Shot, Malcolm is 12 years old and his parents are on the brink of divorce. Wanting to do something to help them stay together, well, he is not athletic, and that's always kind of bothered his dad. He soon finds himself kind of liking and enjoying miniature golf. His father finds out that Malcolm's into this, and he totally jumps on board, and he signs Malcolm up for a national mini golf tournament. So Malcolm, has never really done this before. His father gets him a coach, and Malcolm feels like if he can win this tournament, maybe his parents will stay together. So he decides he's going to do everything he can to make his dad happy. So this means trying to become a mini golf expert. Dealing with his fears and anxieties, Malcolm soon finds himself growing as a person and learning more about his life through golf lessons than he ever could have imagined. This book is so amazing. Again, I highly recommend this in everything else that the author has written. This is One Last Shot. The Dream Weaver. So ever since their mother died, Zoe and her older brother Jose are used to following their father around the country as he changes dreams and jobs every couple of months. Finding themselves at the Jersey Shore with their grandfather, Zoe's father announces one day that he has a new job in New York City, but this time he's going to be going by himself. Zoe and Jose will be staying with their grandfather, and Zoe's actually kind of looking forward to it. Working for the summer in his bowling alley, she starts to make friends for the first time and really starts to figure out who she is as a person. When she finds out, though, that the bowling alley is in financial trouble and may need to close, Zoe decides it's going to take whatever she can come up with and it's going to be up to her to save it. This heartwarming, realistic book is all about friendship and family and what we're willing to do to help each other out. The Dream Weaver. Stand Up Yumi Chung. So Yumi is not looking forward to her summer. She needs to help her parents in their Korean barbecue restaurant, and they are forcing her to attend a Korean test prep summer class because her parents really want her to get on tuition at the school she's going to. Plus, the expectation is that she's going to be a doctor when she grows up. But Yumi doesn't want to be a doctor. She instead really wants to be a comedian, and when a mix-up happens with a case of mistaken identity, Yumi soon finds herself not at the test prep class, but at a summer comedy class. In her mind, this is meant to be, but she soon finds herself having to juggle numerous identities and lies, and as soon as everything starts to kind of like pick up speed, it starts to take a toll on Yumi, and she has to make some decisions. Even if that means disappointing her parents to do what she loves. This humor-filled realistic novel is one that everyone can relate to, even if your dream is not to be a comedian. Stand-up Yumi Chung. Camp Murder Face. So while her parents are dealing with their divorce, Corinne is sent to Camp Sweetwater for the summer. She soon becomes friends with Tez, who is chronically ill. Tez wants to be there because for the first time he's treated as a normal kid. Corinne, though, doesn't want to be there. She'd rather be at home where she's supposed to be for her summer. The first night there, they're all sitting around the camp bonfire and they both see an eerie, creepy face appear in the fire. But no one else sees it. And then things just get creepier from there as they start to notice things that make no logical sense. They decide they need to figure out what exactly is going on, and when they start to dig into the history of this camp and the land that it's on, they start to realize that there is way more stuff going on and there are legitimate reasons to be scared. If you like your books with an extreme dose of creepy and scary, pick this one up today. It is the first book in a brand new series, Camp Murder Face. And our last new book for today is A Song Only I Can Hear. So Rob is 13 years old and living in Australia, and he really does not get outside his comfort zone. When he starts receiving mysterious text messages, though, encouraging him to take on some dares which will impress his crush, Destry, Rob decides he's going to go for it. Trying to make his way through life with the help of his best friend Andrew and his grandfather, who is suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder from his time fighting in the Vietnam War, Rob learns what it means to be yourself as well as to manage your life dealing with disappointments. There's a pretty epic plot twist, which you may or may not see coming, so you have been warned. If you like your books filled with emotions, then this may be the one for you. So these are just 6 of the new books that we have here at Bowman, but I can promise you we have way more than just these. So do not hesitate to come on down. Either pick one of these up or take a look at all of the other new books we have because we're always getting some in. I hope you have a great week and tune back next week where we have a whole new middle grade book spotlight.